Tori's always had a love for children. She was my babysitter for both of my girls. So that was probably her first love of being around kids.
All the children in the neighborhood, gravitated towards Tori. The babies still to this day, they see the light and they absorb Tori's energy.
It really has been my whole career, my only career. I've only always worked with children. So it's kind of like you have to lead with your resume, kind of have it written on your forehead, so to speak, so that people can understand that I'm validated in the things that I'm saying and the expertise that I bring to the table.
You have to be strong, you have to be diligent, you have to be consistent, and you have to have a plan. And you have to have a vision. And she sees her vision through.
Not only did she get a college education to prepare her for her entrepreneurial journey, but more importantly, she had the work ethic.
One day she came home and she said, "Mom, I'm putting a daycare center in our basement." I'm like, "What?"
I had my daughter, and I couldn't afford to put her into a school that I felt was good enough for her. So I thought, well, I'm going to open up something that's good enough for her and people like her.
I've witnessed families, that come in there and they feel the love, they feel the energy.
I'm not surprised by her success because I really believe that it's a calling on her life and it started early on.
But that was her dream because she was like, "Mom, I'm opening up a daycare center in my community where I grew up." And when I went up there and I looked at it, I was like overjoyed. My child she's doing what she loves.
How a family comes into their school is different than, when they leave. When they leave, it's like the family is a whole again.
What we're seeing is the real manifestation of what God planted in her life early on.
She was intentional about opening her school, no matter how it came about.
My mission is to be able to close the gap between the have and the have-nots in terms of education. We have a saying at the schools that we give students the education they deserve versus the education that their parents can afford.